Hey guys, this is Yusei McLevin Izumi, and if you enjoyed this video, please order Girl Scout cookies and eat the Girl Scout as we support cannibalism on this channel. So after being left high and dry on Dying Light, I just realized that rhymed, but I swear to you I did not mean to do that. Anyways, so after being left high and dry on Dying Light, I figured it was time to get a change of scenery. So I bought a Steam sale game, as one does, and I played through the story a bit, and got to a really intense moment, and then I was like, you know what, god damn it, it's time to start recording. And that brings us here. So I'm gonna give you like a little bit of an explanation of what's going on here, because just a random game. So obviously I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5, fucking goat of a game. It's an OG. If you haven't played it, honestly you should play it, because this game is dope as hell. So I recently got to Angola from Afghanistan, on which I assume is the most fuel efficient helicopter in the goddamn world, because that thing literally flew from Afghan to Angola, which from what I mean, it's not like I took geography or anything, but from what I understand is way too far for a helicopter to reach. Anyways, so I'm in Angola currently, and as I was ill prepared for my main story mission, I figured, I should destroy some comm towers, for the reason of communication is key in a healthy relationship, right? And in war, you want to strike at the heart, right? Now, people tell me that I get this concept, I misinterpret this concept. I think that they do, because personally it hasn't failed me. You fuck up somebody's relationship and they are gonna shoot wrong. So once I've placed all the C4 on what I assume is the headquarters, just so you guys know, I don't know that this is the headquarters, this is just an assumption. So once I place all the C4, I hop into a Jeep with the keys conveniently placed in the ignition, as it's just common knowledge that you leave your keys in a war zone. It's just neighborly goodness, I guess. Oh, and also, just to avoid any copyrights, these are Jeeps spelled with an I. So, as previously stated, I was low on funds, and after the C4 was blown up, I used this Jeep with an I to proceed and go to my side missions, right? Because that's just thinking, that's thinking locally, You think globally, you shop locally. I'm shopping for people. So I go and use my my high-tier balloon technology to kidnap people and send them to my Sky Zoo. Now, I'm gonna explain the Sky Zoo a little bit later, but right now just know that these people are employees of my Sky Zoo, okay? So, continuing on. So we got a few rescue missions, so everybody knows that I'm a Chad, and we have a few extract missions, and oh my god, I just lost track of what I was saying. Anyways, so I had a few extract missions, right? So on one of these extract missions, this is my honey boo, Quiet, right here, with the jiggly tits. So Quiet and I met when I kidnapped her. Now, Quiet, I'm now realizing, is somewhat of a jealous person. So if she sees someone giving me the attention that I gave her, and she kills them, and it kind of makes it really hard to extract people when Quiet is killing them. So after a long day of rescuing and telling Quiet that these hoes ain't shit, and she's the only one for me, as previously stated, it was time to get back to the main story. And after a brief word with a suspected child beater, I had my mission, which was to destroy some bots, but I recently upgraded my abduction balloons, so my personal goal was to kidnap as many people as possible, as these balloons are revolutionary, like that. I'm not even gonna get into it right now. They're revolutionary, okay? So upon completion, I received a call from my cowboy homie saying that he knew of some escorts on the other side of Angola, so naturally, I had to go kill the pussy. Well, I mean figuratively, right? Because it can begin to get confusing with all the murder going on. Quiet felt we needed a third to keep, things interesting. So after finding the escorts, we realized that they were going to an enemy base. Enraged, I killed a few presumably horny guards. ordered a rocket launcher airdrop as I intended on truly fucking shit up if, you know, things went sideways. So finally I caught up with the escorts, and to my surprise, they weren't the kind of escorts I thought they were. Now, to be fair, I probably should have asked more questions, but I heard escorts and I was like, I'm there. But again, letting my emotions get the better of me, I killed all the male escorts with a tank that was conveniently unlocked, because again, you leave your keys in your vehicle in a war zone. Distraught, I figured going back to Afghanistan would probably help me forget about the whole, you know, escort situation. First, I wanted to see this quote-unquote legendary bear, as we've all seen or read the Jungle Book, and Baloo could be clutch right now. But again, my expectations were high, and you know, I sent Baloo to the zoo in heaven. Or, I mean, okay, I'm gonna explain my zoo in the sky. It's a literal zoo in the sky. They're not dead, okay? If they were dead, I couldn't send them in the sky. It's a zoo that I personally have in my head in the sky. That's where they're going, okay? I'm attaching my balloon, and these bears and animals that I'm making go night-night, they're going into the sky. That is their purpose for me. Oh, and my abduction victims are sent there as workers. You see, I don't like to pay for the things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? If I am going to give you a video to edit, I want you to do it for free. Why pay when you can abduct? On my travels, I came across a military base I hadn't finished looting. I put my side missions to, well, the side, so that I could, you know, proceed to explore the base. But as I had no checkpoints, and I'm great at great at fat fingering, I ended up fighting the base, and I was looking for their specialists, so I didn't want to kill, so I just ended up putting everybody to sleep. And in the calm, I sent the people up to the zoo in the sky, and can I just say that these guys love my zoo in the sky? Like, I understand your homie, you know, you love them and they're disappearing, but they're in a better place, but not in the way, like, but anyways, teamwork makes the dream work. Murder mission, shower time, main story. So after all of that, I had obviously forgotten about the escorts, as I'm not still talking about them, and I went back to Angola. So my mission was a simple search and destroy, right? And I pulled that off flawlessly, even sneaking up to the tank and planting C4, and later finding myself at a diamond mine upon having a murder spree. You know, it was kind of great. I did incredible. Nobody even saw me. I just murdered everyone. Once everyone was murdered, I then made my way down into the mines, where I found the richest children I've ever met, and they offered me diamonds to be their new daddy. My first lesson as their new father is to show them not to hold out on daddy. And then I killed their old parents. As an American Christian, I feel it's my right to judge you for your beliefs. So we made it back to the base, and oh shit, told you. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you got this far, tell me what platform you prefer to watch, you know, streaming content on, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I just in general want to know what you guys like to watch streams on. But anyways, I'm Usayer McLovin, and I'm out.
I'm feeling like I'm running, I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't, and I won't ever stop, cause you know I gotta win every day. You really wanna pop me, just know that you will never flop me, and I know that I can be a little cocky, you ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come, a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it, any little thing a nigga think that